Fit Fam? Welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to do a quick recap for you guys for the Strongest Man and Woman of the Forest 2020. Originally, I decided to kind of skip this and, just devote all my time to Strongman Nationals and getting training videos for you guys. But then I decided, might as well. I had my camera already there and my cell phone wasn't going to be able to be used for videos. So I decided to get my big camera out, and so here we are. So I was able to weigh in and got everything taken care of. Everything was set. It was kind of a funky situation as far as my weight class, because a lot of people pulled out of the competition, and I'm pretty sure it was due to the whole, COVID situation and stuff like that. So my class condensed drastically, and then we ended up not having enough people. So we ended up getting one fill-in as well as one person from the 160 weight class. So I'm in the 140 weight class, and so the girl from the 160, she came down to the 140, and then the fill-in, she's actually a team competitor, so she came in too, and we all kind of lumped together. I think I was the only one who actually weighed in at my normal weight. The 160 competitor, she weighed in at like 147 or 148, so she was actually heavy for the lightweight class, which is fine, because she wasn't actually supposed to be in my weight class. So it was just kind of a funky situation how it all worked out. We didn't have my camera for the first event, so I had my husband take a video on his cell phone, and it's very poor quality there's a bug. It ended up being very poor quality once I transferred it to the editing software. So I'll show it to you guys. The quality is horrible. I'm very sorry. It just didn't transfer over quite right, but at least you kind of get the gist of it. And I actually threw in the towel, I think before they even said that I was halfway done. And that is, and that was strictly due to me just not being aware of how the rules were gonna go down with the weight class being like it was. I assumed that because I was in the lightweight class, that the only person I needed to basically beat was the girl that filled in, so the team competitor. So she went before me. All I really focused on was making sure that I out-repped her, which I did, but then I talked to the promoter afterwards, and I'm still not 100% sure on the rules, so I don't want to give you wrong information, but my understanding is the 160 girl, even though she came down to the 140 weight class, weighing in heavy, if she would have won,
she would have gotten a nationals invite for her class, the middleweight class, the one above me. If I won, I would then get a nationals invite for my weight class, which is the lightweight class. Let's say she won. Would that mean that I won my weight class and she won? I'm not sure.
So I'm not even going to try to explain it because I don't know. Anyways, I did win. So I guess I don't really need to know the ins and outs because it doesn't matter now. Before I talked to the promoter, in my mind, the only person I needed to beat in this competition was the fill-in girl. I didn't really think about the 160 girl because she wasn't technically in my class. So there was just some confusion on it. So I actually just called it good on the deadlift. I just was like, I beat the girl before me. I'm done.
Halfway. Come on. You got it. You go regroup. Done.
After the deadlift, we went to the block carry. And there was a lightweight and heavyweight option. I chose the heavyweight option, which was 170 pounds. You had to run it for distance. They gave you unlimited amount of time as long as you carried it the whole way. You could stop, but I think it was like a 3-second stop, so you couldn't just like stop, hang out for a while, catch your breath. It would have been like a stop, reset your hands if you need to, and then run or walk, which I chose slow and steady. And so I managed to get, I think, like 2 full reps or rounds or whatever, and then drop it. And my mistake is I tightened my belt too tight. So when the block was sitting on my stomach, it basically suffocated me. But I was able to win this event.
Keep it going on. Keep it going. Almost there. Come on. Finish it out. Bring it back. You got it. Keep going. Come on. Good job, babe.
And yeah, so we moved on to the next one, which was the log press, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the log press. And I was not really going in trying to hit a PR by any means, but that's actually what I did. My main goal was just to go in, make a good training session out of this log press, because for nationals we have a log press. So that's kind of what my focus was, just to make a good training session out of the pressing event altogether. My starting weight was 118, and then you had to go up by 10s. So I hit the 118, then I went to 128, and originally I was just going to stop there. But after I pressed the 128 and I realized how easy it was for me, I was like, why not go to the next one? I got three chances to go up, so I might as well. Lopsided.
Events and stuff.
I don't know.
I think that was the most critical and stuff.
Yeah, the gravel's probably one of the place store too. And I'm not like you said, traction.
I went from 128, I did the jump to 138, and that was easy too. I'm like,
I am like in la la land right now. My head is I can't wrap my mind around this, like how easy it was.
maybe because 4 or 5 months ago when I tried to do the log, like 130 pounds, it was hard. And when I say hard, it was like it took everything in me just to get it cleaned up to my neck and then try to press it. And so I'm just like, I'm blown away by it. Like I keep thinking maybe it was loaded wrong. And then I'm like looking at it and I'm counting all the numbers repeatedly and I'm like, no, that's not wrong. It's actually right. Maybe I'm just getting stronger. Oh my gosh. So that was pretty exciting. So I hit a PR, a lifetime PR for myself, as well as I increased my state record. So if you guys watched my last year's video and then the year before, I was able to set the log press record the last 3 years, this year included. So I actually increased the log press state record by 20 pounds, which was not my intention, but I mean, it just kind of how the cards fell for me, and I'm really, really happy with how this event went. And still, like, it's a full day afterwards, and I'm just like, I keep watching the video, and I'm just like, this is crazy to me, but you know, you do get stronger over time, I guess, and it's wild to think, I guess. So after that, we went to the Hercules hold, which is something I've never done in competition before. I've trained it, but I haven't trained it for like 4 years or 5 years back when I lived in Iowa. I didn't really have much as far as expectations. It's all about grip and stamina, I guess, you know, like how long can you hold out? So since this event is more about grip strength, I basically just bared down. So you hold your arms out, you get a good grip on it, make sure you're good and chalked up, and then you kind of just like sit down into your lats. So you want to make sure that you keep your shoulders out of your neck. So I was able to hold it for 1 minute and 8 seconds, I believe is what the time ended up being, which took first place in this event.
We probably will get one of those as well, but I can use this at home. She has to do a bag over there. She's got to throw a 35-pound bag over a 12-foot hold for nationals, and I think it's something she wants to keep trying even after nationals, so I'd be able to put the PVC pipe in the top of those bars, and I could actually use this for more than one day for her.
Originally, we were supposed to do a truck pull, but we had to change venues again because of all the crazy COVID stuff that's going on. So we changed venues, and then we had to take the truck pull out because of the changing of venues, and they replaced it with this Hercules hold, which I'm very excited about, you know, trying something new and kind of getting outside of my comfort zone. So that was a lot of fun. I was actually looking forward to that one the most, just because it's something that you don't do very often. And then the last and final event of the day was the stone to shoulder. And just like last year, they had the option to do a lighter stone and a heavier stone. And I chose the heavier stone. I got 2 reps at the 130-pound weight. So the 1 rep on the heavy stone would have won the event, but I decided to do two reps. I was actually just going to try and rep it out, was kind of my goal. But once I realized how slick the stone was, and I got the first rep, and I was like, okay, we're just going to nail the second rep and call it good. And then it took me a second or two to kind of adjust the Atlas stone on the ground to kind of get a good grip under it. Got it to my shoulder, and I was like, yeah, that's good. So I don't really need to overdo it. The ultimate goal was to make it to nationals, but this competition was important as far as nationals invites go. So because I did place first place, that does give me my nationals invite for 2021. So that's very exciting. Now I have the option to take all of next year if I want to really train and focus and grow and increase my strength overall. Or, you know, I do have the option to maybe back off of strongman, which is also always an option no matter what. But at least I have the option to do nationals if I so choose to. So that was kind of the ultimate goal of this competition, was just to give myself the option if I wanted it. So.
And first place, open lightweight ladies, Tanya Mahoney, defending champion. And, isn't it?
It was a good weekend. It was beautiful weather. You couldn't have asked for anything better. It was a little overclouded when we first got there, but it was warm, and then the sun came out, hence is why I got sunburnt. And you know, oh my gosh, the light actually makes me probably look more sunburnt than what I really am. But I feel good today. I'm not overly sore or anything like that, so I was able to actually knock out the rest of my program from this week. So it worked out really well, and I'm happy with how the weekend went. My husband and I, we had to take off right after I got my award, just because we have dogs at home and they had already been in their kennel for about 10 or 11 hours. So, you know, I try not to make them stay locked inside any longer than they have to, especially, you know, if they, you know, they're big dogs, they need space to move and get their water and stuff like that. So I try not to make them stay locked inside any longer than they have to. So everybody did a great job this weekend. It was really great to see some of the people that I haven't seen in like a year, and yeah, kind of catch up and stuff. So it was a good weekend overall. I'm very, very happy with how it went. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have for this weekend, guys. But thanks for tuning in. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, as well as tap that subscription button, because like I said, we do have nationals coming up in 3 weeks, so you don't want to miss out. So I hope to see you guys there. I hope to see you in the comments and, you know, cheering everybody on. And so until next time, guys, see you later.